So all over the internet for the past 2 weeks or so have been the matter between VDM, a man called, is it China Rose, then B-Lord, a young hustler in Anambra State, and the Igbo people per se. It has made serious wave in the internet, and many people have shared their opinion on it. Here is my honest take on this situation and what I feel. So I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, how did this whole matter started? Now let us talk about exploitation of customers by importers. It have long been a game where a certain tribe in Nigeria are the highest importers, mainly the Igbos. They are the highest importers of consumables, things. We have other tribes that import, but mainly the Igbos are known for importation business from China, from Europe, from other parts of the world. Now, many people see that the price, it started with the iPhone SR, converting it to iPhone 17. B-Lord says his own is 480,000. And VDM said his own is 280,000, a whooping almost 50%, be 100% discount from what B-Lord is selling. So because of that, VDM was like, if you calculate how much that this thing is going to, the gain that this guy is going to gain, the ordinary Nigerians are not going to benefit fully from this. So it is like a serious concern. But I want to critically talk about capitalism and communalism. In a capitalist nation that there is no price control, things like this happen where people bring in products from countries or bring in a product, and they are the one that will determine the price that they want to sell their product. And the reason is because they feel as if they are the one that did everything for them. In Nigeria, we currently have little or low price control. What government do in terms of price control is that anytime there is any wahala, especially in price of rice, maize, soya beans, government will quickly open the borders so that people can import food into the country. The government are not looking at price control in terms of feed for this animal, in terms of herbicide, pesticides, the input that is used in agriculture. And if the government cannot control price when it comes to critical things like food, and their only solution is by opening the border, imagine what is happening in things like cars, things that is happening in things like phones and all that. So the importers know that the ordinary man do not have access to China. So what they do is that they are the one that fix the price of all these things themselves. That is a capitalist country. In communalism, we have places where prices are being fixed. That is, people believe that one person should not own everything. The way Dangote own everything in Nigeria, one person should not own everything. That is supposed to be community based and things like that. Now VDM now is now stepping in to help Nigeria. According to him, he went to China the first time, and he said when he went to China, his eyes was now open to businesses that Nigerians can do, the ordinary people in Nigeria can do. And that is why he went to China. But now, after he went to China, the EFCC now came and arrested him. And when they arrested him, part of what they took away from him was his phone. And according to him, he said he have contact of what he wanted to do in China in that phone. So that necessitated a second going to China. So VDM now went to China a second time. And when he now went to China the second time, VDM make it look as if he was the Messiah, that he went to China in order to help Nigerians with the cost of things, to help Nigerians to see more business opportunity to open with China. Now, let me state this very clear. China is one of the good partners of Nigeria, because and Africa too. Because if you look at some of the products that we are getting for cheap and that we are using, especially even in agriculture, if you look at the rice milling machines, if you look at some of the processing things that we are not getting from China, you see that that is the savior. We cannot get all those things from US, we can't get it from here, we can't get it from all the other part of the West. So China, yes, is really doing a very good business with us in Nigeria, where we are trying to mechanize our agriculture. Now back to VDM. VDM did not tell us that CEO, somebody else is paying for this trip. VDM did not tell us that CEO, I am going there because I want to help myself. I want to open up a business. Whether the business is a cheap business or whether the business is going to be more subsidized than other people's own, as long as you are going to make a profit from that business, even if it is 1 naira, it is no longer an NGO. It becomes a business. VDM that we know is an NGO guy, an activist. He collected money over the term of 350 million naira just 1 year ago, that he was going to use the money to build schools all over Nigeria. He built only 2 boreholes. And after building the 2 boreholes, somebody now said that the money in BDM account is no longer there, that he has reliable information that the money is no longer there. VDM now said it is a prank. He now made a video that somebody wanted to hack the account and withdraw the money in question, and that he made a video with a man, he called the police officer, and that they went to Jos to track the person. So when Nigerians now say it is not possible for you to withdraw money from Nigeria account using a website, he now came out and say it is a prank. Now, I do not know why he will like to prank Nigerians with that kind of money. So VDM is an NGO guy. And VDM himself also said that he is going to China not to make profit, but to help Nigeria. But there is a certain man called China Rose. The China Rose is an entrepreneur that is into importation of products. He has been finding how to enter into Nigeria market. And because most of the product that China Rose import in Nigeria, shoes, clothes, are contraband in Nigeria. You cannot export used clothes, used shoes to Nigeria. You can only do that to our neighboring countries like Ghana, like Benin Republic. You can send to Togo, can send to them. That is where some people smuggle it to Nigeria. Okrika is contraband in Nigeria. We have Aba and other places that produce new clothes, so we do not accept used clothes that people have used in other countries to be sent to Nigeria. So maybe that is one of the reasons why it could not come into the Nigeria market. So he reached out to VDM that CEO, I can pay for everything. VDM say okay, he accepted. VDM did not tell Nigeria, because VDM need to tell us everything, because according to him, it is a Nigeria project. And if you are doing a Nigeria project, you need to carry us along. He didn't tell us that he received $15,000 to come to this thing, to influence for the man business. Now, one thing about VDM is that VDM keeps saying that he's not an influencer. He doesn't influence for business. That is why he doesn't accept advert in his product. But I am surprised why VDM accepted to influence for this man. Now, when he went, the man showed him some product, including a power bank that can carry some things like TV, things, charging point and all that, and other things that he introduced him to. VDM was now interested in the power bank. Now, the man say he doesn't have much interest. According to VDM, he said the man say he doesn't have much interest in that. But the man paid you $15,000. And if he showed you that product when you just came, he's the one that introduced you to the product. He's a businessman. He's looking for value for his $15,000. He's not just there to, come and talk to you and for you to go away. No, he's looking for value for his $15,000. So VDM now said, okay, this is the one I will send to Nigeria. Now, VDM mind immediately shift. I don't know whether it was at that point that his mind shifted or when. His mind now shifted that, oh, I can now make money. Oh. I can now make money with this thing. Oh. So VDM now started making plan on his own in order to see how to shoot the man on his leg. Remember, VDM now created his sister. He gave his sister's number so that the sister will now be the person in charge. Probably because the other of his brother is already in social media and people have known him. So he now used his sister as the one to handle this family business. The question is, what is China's gain? China Rose, what is his gain in this business? Because China Rose is the one paying for your trip. China Rose is the one paying for your hotel bills. China Rose called you to come and influence and help his business. So what is China's Rose this thing? There's a video made that he even went and visited another company to see the one that is better than the one that China Rose is producing. That is manipulative. Somebody brought you to China to do his business. Now you behind his back, you now went to go and find out other products. You have not even influenced for him. You told Nigeria they can trust him, they can buy from him. You have not done anything. The next thing, you started to attack B-Lord. You are staying in China for business with somebody else. You now went out of what is as if somebody else is now paying you for you to go and start bantering B-Lord. B-Lord now posted that he have phone of 480,000 naira. A VDM set ring light immediately. B-Lord is as if you don't know I'm in China. And he started fighting. You were paid money. You were paid money to come and influence for somebody. Business is business. But now, instead of influencing for somebody, what you are now doing is fighting another person. It's as if I paid my staff to go to China to go and find out something for Odi's ranch. He now reached there and now start fighting somebody else, fighting Nigeria government. Instead of doing what I sent him to go and do there. Next thing, he started attacking Igbo people. That is going to crash the price of things. That Igbo people have been doing this and doing that. So, my honest take on this is that the me too attitude of VDM is also one of the reasons why he's having some challenges. It have happened with so many people. It have happened with so many people that are also his friends. It have also happened with so many people. So, the Igbo people that are importing goods on high price and all that, one of the best way to respond in a capitalist market is to bring your own product and then crash the price. If this product here is 100 naira, and you know that you can sell it for 50 naira by bringing your own, what you need to do is to bring your own and market it. You do not. I've been a salesman all my life, and I have never entered any company. When I was working for Emzo, I don't go into companies to go and say to you it's a bad product. Never. It's not ethical. I cannot go and say Jawa is this. I cannot go and say that advanced product is bad. No, it's not ethical. I can only sell the value of my own product. So, attacking people, business is different from running an NGO. The NGO, I also think, in my honest opinion, that is doing a very bad job in the NGO, because he need to also show result in it. It is okay for him to, for instance, me, I'm a businessman that failed. Yes, I have investors in my farm. I failed. I've been trying to pay them. I have to leave, come to the UK, and I'm still trying to pay them. VDM will call me out immediately. He will call me out, send my reputation, petition me, do this thing, that I do that. But in this his own case, nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. I've not even done half of what he is doing right now. And that does not stand for integrity on my part. I do not know China rules. I do not import things from China to sell to anybody. I have no affiliation with B-Lord. In fact, I even feel that B-Lord have questionable characters. Yes, because he had been invited by EFCC, even though he cleared his name and all that. But the source of his wealth is still a little bit questionable. Now, I do not talk about that, because that's not my business in this postcard, because I'm just trying to say that I do not say, B-Lord is an Igbo person, and no. I also believe that B-Lord also have his own score to do. But what I'm blaming now is the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government is not bringing regulation to regulate prices. Prices are supposed to be regulated in Nigeria right now, and that is the only way that it will make any sense. So this is my take on this. My name is Simeon Odii, and what I do is I'm a catfish farmer. I also deal with other sorts of farming, but for now, I'm concentrating on finishing up my catfish to full capacity before I can venture in other of the farm. I'm also, struggling, living in the UK right now, with hope that one day I will return to Nigeria and return back to my farm. If you find value, drop your comment and let us also see your view. It is not an insult, it is just my take. It might not be right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.